So to put her face mask on, let's take a close view. You just turn it around, and you put the side that looks like the top on the bottom, like that, and you just clip it on, and it stays on pretty good. It goes on a little better. There we go. You can kind of mess with it a little bit, but it stays on pretty well. As you can see, you can turn the head, and it doesn't fall off. So that's that. Pretty cool. So just get her all ninja'd out here. Hi-ya! And she can even hold it with two hands. They also made it so you can hold it with two hands. So we'll check that out real quick. There we go. And that's pretty cool. What's up, YouTube? This is Sea-Dog back with another review. This is a Playmates Toys Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Super Shredder Master Baxter Stockman and Karai, the human Karai. So let's take a look at them individually in package. Karai, taking a look at the Super Shredder first in his cool artwork there. You can see his heart kind of beating outside of his chest, as well as they mimic it on the figure as well. Got his cool mask, kind of mutated mask look. And looking down at the figure in the packaging. Then it says Super Shredder twice. Ages 6 and up. Playmates Toys. And then we got the kind of scene here where all the turtles are surrounding Shredder. And then we have a nice little bio there we can read up. Alright, it says, on his vengeful quest to rid the world of Splinter and the Turtles, Shredder forces Stockman Fly to inject him with a mega dose of super mutagen. Mutated and completely beefed up, Super Shredder thinks he is now strong enough to destroy his enemies. Can the Super Ninja Turtles rise to the challenge and finally defeat their greatest adversary? Next up is the Fly himself, Baxter Stockman. It kind of goes with the whole scene because you have Baxter is the one that gave him the super mutagen. He's got a candy bar and shows Baxter there. Mastermind Baxter Fly. Quickly turning the figure around. You got all the different cross cells, so we'll check out some of those. And I have a lot of these somewhere. And some of these as well. I have Tiger Claw, Fish Face, Shredder, Robotic Foot Soldier, Krang. We got Stockman Fly now. I don't have Rocksteady and Bebop, but I do have the regular Turtles. I have Casey Jones and April, and I have Splinter. And then I also have Snake Karai. So checking out his bio there. After promising and failing Shredder time and again to deliver a mutant army to take down the Turtles, Shredder decides he's had enough and mutates Stockman into a pest, Stockman Fly. Realizing the Turtles have developed retro mutagen that can mutate him back into a human, he hunts them down. The Turtles better have more than a fly swatter to take down this mutant pest. Not only does Stockman Fly possess super mutant strength and the ability to fly, he can also fly highly toxic acid vomit that will make the Turtles want to hibernate back into their shells. Weapons, high flying and razor claws, and team is the Foot Clan. And then last but not least, we have Karai, the Tonto Sword Master. She's got a removable mask, and it shows her in her human form. You can see her sword there. And it's got a picture of the Turtles there with all their nice pupils and everything. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Karai is a fierce female ninja that has Turtles training extra hard to keep up with her. Raised by Shredder, the Turtles' arch enemy, she has always been his loyal partner and daughter. As Leo and Karai's paths continue to cross, they form a friendship that leads to the ultimate truth of Karai's past and reveals her father is Splinter. Tonto sword and daggers are weapons, and the Ninja Turtles are her team now. Showing a little picture of her from the cartoon. And then here's some cross sells from this one. I have Fugitoid, sorry. I don't have Dimension X April Neil or Dimension X Casey Jones, but I do have the Dimension X Turtles. And I was looking for Armagon, but I never did get him. Or Mozart, but I saw him a few times. I never saw Robug, but I saw Lord Dreg. I have the Mutant Shredders. Alright, so without further ado, let's get right into the review. Alright, so we're going to start off with Mastermind Baxter and Super Shredder. So, taking a look at Mastermind Baxter, he's carrying his chocolate bar. As you can see, you can hold it. It's not too easy to get to hold, but just kind of wedge it in and don't put it in too far and it will hold. See? It doesn't really fall out too much as long as you're careful with it. He's got some kind of dual hinged shoulders, as you can see. And they'll swivel all the way around. He's also got bug wings. Go up and down. They also will hinge on this swivel. So the best way to do it is basically to have it the way I have it set up, like that. So the back part of the wings are that way, and so you can go up and down. He's got a ball jointed head. Really nice with that. You can get all kinds of good motion there. Of course it will spin all the way around. You can look quite a bit down, quite a bit up, and it can tilt lots. He has a waist swivel, which is interesting. That's pretty cool. And he's got hinged, he's actually got dual hinged hips, which is strange because a lot of them are those spin to hips, but this one has dual hinge. Maybe it's just the way they got him to stand better, but as you can see, you can kick way forward, way back, out to the side. Same thing on this, but he doesn't have any ankles, so you can only set him up like this. He can move his arms around and his wings around, but pretty much that's pretty much the standard right there. So that's Baxter, and he's pretty cool. Now to go for Super Shredder, this is Super Shredder, and he looks pretty badass. I do say so myself. He's got some silver paint here on the top of his noggin with some parts of his other parts of his helmet, just gray plastic. And this part you actually stick in, so it comes like that, separate. There's a slot. You just stick it in there like that. Holds in pretty well. He's got a tattered cape, purple plastic. Pretty cool. You know, these are just kids' toys, so we're not going to expect too much out of kids' toys. But nonetheless, see what I'm saying? You can have a little bit of trouble holding his candy bar there. But as long as you get him standing right, he should be fine. But looking at Super Shredder here, so he's got a little bit of a head swivel. It's not. See how it's a total swivel there? No ball joint or anything like that. But he's got dual hinged shoulders, and he's got swivel wrists. They're on kind of like a mushroom peg. I can see. They're kind of popped in there like that. But he's got some paint and some gray plastic. Gray plastic here, silver paint here. He's got outlined eyes. That looks cool. Give you a nice view of the face sculpt there. I like how they outline the eyes. They got white paint on his face. It's a little bit of a soft of a sculpt, but you can see the heart there that beats on the outside of his chest. He's also got his ribs painted in silver, kind of like a metallic, like metal coming through. Painted silver here on his arms as well. He's got one right here that's not painted. I'm not sure how that is in the cartoon, but I bet that's painted silver. He doesn't have dual hinged or even whatever. He's just got a little bit. These really don't even move, so I don't know why they gave him these hips, because you can't go out. They're on this weird peg that seems like it would break if you mess with it, and it doesn't really go forward at all. Or, I mean, you can get it to go back a little bit, but he does have some knees, and they're not swivel. They're just hinged and bend about that much. So that's what you get for Shredder there. But pretty cool. I brought the other Shredder to kind of match. So this is what he looks like with the other shredder. Let's see, he doesn't even, his hips are so bad that you have to kind of put his arms forward to get him to stand. But here, well, there you go. And as you can see, he's even shorter. And he's supposed to be bigger than the other shredder, but as you can see, he's shorter, which is strange. Must be something to do with the molding. But this shredder's cool. He's got the regular face sculpt there. Yeah. And he's got the helmet that you can put on top. Unfortunately, this one they gave him knees. That's right. This one has knees but no elbows. But I like the knees better. But yeah. And this one has dual hinges. So they should have they should have used this sculpt and done something on top of that. But I still like this, regardless of how big he is and everything. He's still pretty cool. He's cool to have in this collection. So we're moving this guy along. I brought this guy along because he's one of his companions. At least he's a little taller than this guy. Not by much, but by a little. So there's Tiger Claw, and there's the crew. Now we'll go through and we'll check out Karai. So we'll put Shredder in the background here. And what's going on with his foot? Oh yeah, that's right. He does this weird standing thing too. They all have this weird standing. I don't know if they're still doing that, but here's the original Karai. She's got a helmet, and her face sculpt looks like that. She has swivel arms, like snake arms, and swivel waist. And then I don't pop this on all the way, so I can put it back in the package, but you can pop it on if you want. I'm just gonna leave it like that because it still works. You just gotta leave it there like this, and boom. But this is the new one. Look at how much better this face sculpt. Take off that. She's got her mascara on, right? Some of the details are just way better. Get her hand down. There we go. Look at the difference. Her eyes are done right in this one. They got the snake eyes. In this one, she's a snake, and she doesn't even have the snake eyes. Her lips are done right. Her hair is done right. I mean, it's similar here, but this is like what they normally would do, and this is what they do if they put a little more effort in it. But looking at this Karai, getting Snake Karai out of the way, she's got a cool sword that comes out of the back of her sheath here. I always like swords that come out that are... I don't like the swords that come out and they're like this, and then you have to get a different sword, like in those Japanese releases. I like swords that are sheathed and you pull them out and they're full swords, but she has dual hinged arms. And she's on a ball joint, so she can look up and down a little bit. Not much down, but a little bit. About a degree or so. But she's got some tilt here. The dual hinged shoulders, so that's good. And then she's got those weird swivel hips that you know I hate if you watch my reviews. But she can kick out because of it, so that's cool. And I mean, I guess it works. And she can kick out that far to the side, and she can kick about that much up and that much back. And she's got 90-degree bends at the knees. And I think she has a waist swivel as well. Yep. And she's got painted armor chest. She's painted all the way through. So pretty much they did a really good job on her. Great face. They painted the sword tip. They painted the armor on the back, on the sides, and on the front. So really good job there. Let's check out a closer look at that. And yeah, you can see some of the details they're sculpted in. She even got this little bit painted on there, that sign that she has. Black plastic for the legs, but she's got painted shin guards. So very cool. They all have peg holes in the bottom of their feet, just like most of their figures. And I really like this figure, and she can also hold her sword as well. I also checked earlier, but it's a little bit loose, but it still can hold, and you can flip it around like that if you want to. Got the even have the back of her hair painted. So very cool, very, very cool. I'm digging this figure a lot. Now let's check it out with the turtles, shall we? So I only have a few turtles here. We'll put her up next to Donnie. Leo's in the package at the moment. But here. As you can see, pretty good scale with the turtles. A little bit taller like she should be. Oops. Moving the light by accident. Let's get her to stand. Give me a second because this is kind of a wonky. There we go. And as you can see, she looks pretty good with the team. So there they all are together. And here's Mikey as well. We might as well put him in there. Boom. There they all are. So that's going to wrap up the review. You can check out her with Mikey and Donnie right here. There's the whole team together. And if you liked the video, leave a like. Subscribe for more toy reviews. Share with your friends. And as always, stay awesome, stay subbed, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace, that's a wrap. I'm out.